Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. Just finished my workout here. I'm in Switzerland still, and just finished my expensive workout at the gym. By the way, if you want to go, a day pass for a gym in Switzerland is like 28 francs, so basically like 30 bucks US. Pretty expensive. So I made sure I got a really good workout and really gave it my full intensity, my full effort, which is kind of interesting. It's not what I want to talk about in this video, but just another like side note comment here, which is that I've noticed, it's sort of related actually to this video. I've noticed that, you know, I've got some gym equipment at the house I'm staying at here in Switzerland, and like if I try to work out on that, it's inferior equipment, it is, but I just tend to not put as much effort. Like I tend to do like a 45-minute workout, like the one time that I did it here, and I've noticed when I work out at home, like even if I have a plan or even if I have equipment, I tend to do less workout, whereas if I go to the gym, I tend to do a much more intense, much more full workout. I rarely skimp on the workout when I go to the gym. And especially so if I've paid money for a day pass. So just something to consider, you know. I think, heck, you know what? This will be the video, all right? This is the video. I'm switching topics. We're gonna do this video. So here's the video. Here's the idea, okay? If you invest in something, okay, if you invest time, if you invest money, it's a way to help you to invest more, to put more effort into a thing. So just something to consider, right? When you have the option of doing something that's maybe easy, okay? And I've talked about always choose the hard path, right? I think I did this video on always choose the hard path, if I remember correctly. But when you have the choice, right, you might consider that paying more money, or walking to the gym, or going to the gym, or putting in some kind of effort, doing something that's going to require some kind of investment from you at first, is going to motivate you to give more effort and to work harder. Now, there's a contradiction to this, which I've talked about. You know, if you buy, like, let's say running shoes and like this running gear and workout equipment or all this stuff, or you buy a brand new bike and helmet and stuff because you're gonna go biking, or you buy a brand new guitar, like expensive guitar and all this equipment, right, audio equipment and video equipment or whatever it is, that it's actually likely you're rewarding yourself before you've actually put in the effort, and you're likely to not actually follow through with the sport. So I've talked about that before. So there's a slight contradiction here, but this is and I want to make that distinction because this is a different concept, right? And this concept, what I'm really talking about is this idea of like putting in some kind of time or effort or some sacrifice, okay? And that's the difference, right? See, when you give yourself new equipment, right? A new video camera, because you're gonna start recording videos now, right? Or new shoes, running shoes, $150 running shoes, because you're gonna start running now, right? That's a reward, okay? But that's not a sacrifice. When you shell out $30 to go work out at the gym and you drive like 15 minutes, as opposed to just rolling out of bed and going down to the basement or the garage to work out, that's a sacrifice, right? It may not be a big sacrifice, but it is a sacrifice, and that sacrifice is going to put some skin in the game for you. So taking this outside of that context, think about in your life where you can, ways that you can create some kind of a sacrifice for yourself, right? In order to give yourself a higher level of commitment and intensity in whatever you're doing, right? There's a lot of things that you could potentially do. So I'll give you one here, okay? Suppose that you wanted to write a book, all right? So let's say that, again, this could be interpreted as a reward, but I think you could see it as a sacrifice. But let's say that you said, okay, well, fine, I'm gonna go and I'm going to rent this mountain cabin, all right? And there'll be no distractions, nothing else that I can do. And I'm gonna drive up 3 hours up this mountain and go to this cabin to write my book, bring in my laptop, okay? and you're going to do that for a week, and you've paid a lot of money to rent this cabin or whatever. That's a good example, right? That's a sacrifice. Like, the chances of you coming out with that manuscript completed in 7 days are much, much higher than if you said, okay, for the next week at home, I'm going to try and write my book. Much less likely. You see what I'm saying? Right? So that's a sacrifice. You could see the cabin thing as a reward, but it's not, because you're going there to work, right? It's all about the mindset. So anyway, think about ways where you can invest, right? Where you can pay. Sometimes paying for a class is a good way to do this, right? Sometimes, you know, here, I got one. Hey, have I plugged my shit today? No, I haven't. Let's do that, John. All right, let's do it. All right, so click here to see my product. I've got how to market yourself as a software developer. We'll put links for all of them. 10 steps to learn anything quickly. Obviously, you can get one of my books, right? But if you put in the money, especially on the how to market yourself as a software developer class, or the real estate investment one, you can check it out on Simple Programmer. We'll put links in below, and you know, Rodrigo will find some way to link them all up in the cards or whatever. But especially if you spend $500 on my real estate course, okay? I'm not trying to like just sell the course. Although, hey, I'm going to take the I'm an opportunist, all right? So I'm going to take the opportunity to do it. But I'm just telling you, if you spend $500, okay, let me put it this way: if you're thinking about doing real estate investment and you haven't been doing it, and you're like, oh yeah, I really should really read some books and research it. All right, here, you shell out $500, okay, and you pay for my gym, me to go work out at the gym. You're going to be much more likely to consume and get started, right? Because you've already invested $500. You see what I'm saying, right? When I went to, I'll give you a perfect example, right? I've got a video here of the Tony Robbins seminar I went to, Date with Destiny, kind of the first one I went to, and that was like a $7,000 ordeal, really, when you count the hotel, when you count the rental car, when you count the entrance to the seminar itself, was like $4 or $5 grand. All right, when I shell out $7 grand for something, all right, I went on day one and I was like, oh, I don't know. This seems a little bit weird. But you know what? I was like, hey, here's a choice, John. You either go and you get a refund right now, or you fucking give it all you got and give it all in, go all in, like he says, and really give it your best effort, right? Because you've invested a shit ton of money in this, right? And so I did. I busted my ass for the next week, and I gave it everything I could, and it changed my life, right? I mean, the person that you are talking to, or that you're watching on video today, is in part because of what happened, some transformations I went through that experience. Now, it wasn't all that, it was, you know, whatever, but it was one of those things that really did accelerate my growth personally a lot. So all I'm saying is this, and again, you might say, oh, he's just trying to plug his shit. I didn't even conceptualize this video, right? I was going to do a different video, but what I'm saying is that, like, make some kind of investment, make some kind of sacrifice, and that's going to make it more likely, right? I mean, I'm not going to go to this gym, right? I'm not going to drive out here in Switzerland when I could be like hiking in the mountains or, you know, doing whatever. Okay, I'm not going to drive all the way out here. I'm not going to pay $30, okay, and then go to this gym and give a half-ass workout. What the fuck? I'm not going to do that, right? But I can stay at the place where I'm staying, and I could go down to the basement and with the gym equipment and say, yeah, you know what? Okay, I worked out for 30 minutes. I'm done. I got other stuff to do, right? You see what I'm saying? So think about this, right? Again, like I said, it's not just the gym. It's not just this. Think about ways in your life where, especially if you're struggling with commitment, especially if you're struggling with follow-through, where you can make an investment, not a reward. A reward, okay, it wasn't a reward for me to drive to the gym and to drop 30 bones, all right? That was not a reward, okay? If I bought myself, you know, some new workout clothes and I was like, oh, look at me and my workout clothes, that would be a reward, okay? There's a difference. So figure out a way that you can make some kind of sacrifice of time, of energy, of money, okay? That's going to commit you so that you can bring the intensity, right, that you need. I'll give you another example, okay? I run half marathons. You've seen my videos on running marathons. Sorry, Rodrigo, you got a lot of videos linked here. But you've seen my stuff, right? I don't sign up for that shit. Wake up at 4 in the morning, go all the way out there, okay? And then sort of jog. I run my fucking ass off every single time I break my personal record. I run like a minute and a half faster per mile pace than I do when I'm training. Why? Because I've invested time, because I'm here to fucking give it my all at that point. You see what I'm saying? And I've paid a couple $100, especially if I've flown somewhere. I mean, running a half marathon could cost me $400 or $500. So, You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. You cannot count on yourself having the willpower. You got to give yourself a little bit of a boost here. You got to pay the money. You got to dish it out. These things, and it's another thing here. Here's another thing. When you see the shit that makes things hard, sometimes you got to think, man, that's good. It's helping me. It's making me work harder, which is helping develop my character, which is helping me bring the intensity. I could look and I say, oh, they're ripping me off $30 to work out at the gym, or I could say, hey, they're doing me a favor by making me pay this money. Believe me, would I rather pay $15 for a mediocre workout or pay $30 and have a kick-ass workout? I'd rather pay $30. You see what I'm saying? All right, I hope you like this, and I hope you do something about it, all right? Make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. It should appear somewhere down below. And click the bell. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss any of these videos as I'm traveling, going to Italy next. It's going to be pretty freaking awesome. All right, I'll talk to you next time. Take care.